You're listening to Fun Oldies 100.9 FM and AM 1450. Welcome to the fastest hour in radio. All Bout Cars. Brought to you by ABC Motors Prescott with your hosts, David, Don't Call Me Dave Spence, and Big Mike Hill.
So, Mr. Mike, you're asking me if I've been out to the races, and I don't have time to do that. You know that 6 days a week I'm always messing around having to get the flowers out. But, besides that, I heard that you haven't been to some of these other nifty things in the area.
Which nifty thing?
Have you been to the Route 66 Fun Run?
Who?
The Route 66 Fun Run.
David, I know you work a lot, and the only thing I can tell you is there's one guy, one man, who works more than you do.
I know God's busy.
and that's actually, I know he sounds like him, but that's actually Scott. You know, if there's anybody that works more hours than you, it's me. And unfortunately, it means that I don't get to go to a lot of the shows.
Yeah.
What's the Route 66?
All right. The Route 66 Fun Run is coming up this weekend. And actually, I've been to it before. I won't get to go to it this year. But you go up to Seligman, and they have a fun run from Seligman over to Kingman, going on old Route 66.
Oh, okay.
Just going up to the town just to see the cars. There's going to be everything from collector cars to hot rods, sports cars. Everything shows up for this. It's a hell of a thing. And that is 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. on 5/2 through 5/4. Isn't that cool?
So we should be headed there after here.
You ain't kidding. It's a big deal.
Scott, you want to go for a ride after we're done here?
That would be amazing.
Now, I actually was there for that 1 year, and they kind of parade down the road.
Yeah.
And people actually stop on the side of the road, get out their little chairs, sit and wave to the cars like it's a big 60, what is it? How far is it, 90 miles?
I'd actually have to look it up, even though I've driven it several times.
But it's this
pretty
big
far.
parade route, if you would. And I was on my motorcycle, and I thought, can you people please move out of my way? I have somewhere to be.
You would do that. I mean, good God. You think about how much fun this is for Seligman. There's not a lot in Seligman except some really cool tourist stuff. So don't anybody think I don't think it's cool, because it's really cool to go to little shops and see this stuff. But this is a big thing for that town.
I agree. And, my problem, David, is on my motorcycle. I love the ride between Seligman and Kingman on 66 back there. And there's only one thing that can ruin it, and that is a parade that is going about 12 miles an hour.
Yeah, it was the wrong day for you.
It was.
But
although I got to see some really cool cars as I blew past them.
I know. It's really cool. Now, have you then gone to the Grand Canyon Caverns up there, too?
I have not.
I haven't either, and I keep saying I want to do it. Did you know? Now, this is what's really interesting about that. Not only do you get to drive on old Route 66, a huge original chunk of it, and something that, if you think about it, it looks just like things out of the movie Cars. I mean, you can tell they took this and modified it just a little bit for their computer generation, but it's really cool. Well, you can actually stay in a cavern several hundred feet below ground, if you have the nerve overnight, in total darkness and quiet. Isn't that cool? I think that'd be really an awesome thing to do.
It's like total darkness and quiet. It's like going to a family event and, being there for Christmas.
Being there for Christmas.
Total darkness and quiet. That's what I feel like. No.
You have a really sad family, don't you?
No, I have a great family. I love most of them.
I don't know. I met a couple of them.
I'll tell you, I have a friend that stayed in the caverns. They said that in the caverns, there's actually like mammoth hair on the walls and cool stuff like that's what they said.
Because it's dark and they can't see where they're going.
There you go. I don't know if it's mammoth. Well, I don't know if it's really mammoth hair or if my little brother Junior went in front of him in the cavern and just brushed up against the wall or what. But that's what they were told was it was mammoth hair.
Yeah, but where else can you stay around that you're aware of where you can stay in essentially a hotel room in a cavern? I mean, that just to me seems like an awesome thing to do. Can you imagine? Go to Seligman, see all the stuff in Seligman, have a wonderful time there. Maybe you've gone to the fun run, maybe you go another weekend, then you stay at the caverns overnight and finish your drive the next day, I kind of think that'd be awfully cool.
I could dig that.
It would definitely be an experience.
It would be, especially with the right girl.
What's funny is you have to wonder how long, guys like me, I'm thinking, how long will the light on my phone last?
Right. Zero reception.
Although the temperature has to be really nice all year round.
Oh, yeah. You have a constant temperature.
How far down?
I'm not looking at it right now. I want to say it's several hundred feet.
Wow.
I mean, you will not hear anything, guys. The whole, if you thought about 1950 sci-fi film, everything's blown up in a nuclear explosion. You come up the next morning and go, what the hell happened?
I see it.
You wouldn't even know.
So that's today and tomorrow down in Seligman.
Yeah.
Neat.
Big deal. Now, there's some other nifty things going on. Did you know that also at 4:30 to 7 p.m. today at Albertsons in Mesa, there's a cruise night?
I did not know that.
Yeah, so if somebody's going down to the valley, you could go to cruise night.
Do you know?
Well, let me punch this up. Albertsons Mesa. I'll look at exactly what it tells me here. But that's a really nifty thing. I've been to some of these down there in the valley, and they've got some really awesome things that show up. You don't know what's going to show. When it's a cruise night, you have no idea who's going to bring what. And that's at 2011 South Ellsworth Road in Mesa.
Oh, I know right where that is.
Yeah, so that's another cool thing that's going on.
Excellent. What else you got? I know you've got all kinds of events going.
Well, I know. I'm looking at
Now,
a whole list.
You do know that in about 40 minutes they'll be meeting down at Old World Bagels right down the street here on Goodwin Street.
Oh, that's right.
Every Saturday morning they meet down there. Great bagels, chocolate chip croissants that I love, and a vanilla cappuccino. Actually, a vanilla latte is what I like. Actually, I like banana lattes, but they won't get banana syrup in. They only have vanilla. And I'll tell you, somewhere down the road, ABC Motors Prescott will be running a special for $500 towards a car if you bring me my favorite drink from Old World Bagels.
Mackerel.
So this is one of those moments. Write it down. Vanilla or banana latte.
And then we can start a betting pool.
You like banana lattes?
Oh, have you ever had a banana latte or banana cappuccino?
I like bananas, but I can't stand them in drinks, seriously.
It doesn't taste like it's not like a banana daiquiri or any of that where it's like overwhelming, but it's a subtle hint of banana.
Banana?
Yeah, you have
banana.
Right, first you have espresso, and then you have banana.
Uh-huh. Now, did you know that tomorrow night, or actually each pretty much Friday night, there's also some car shows down there in the valley that are going on that people are missing out on? There's a lot of cruises that go on all the time.
There are, and there are some of them on our Facebook page, David.
Some of them? You're only giving these guys and girls some of them?
Well, of course, because...
What is it, a hidden secret?
It is a hidden secret. No, really? The reality of it is I can't keep up with all of them. And so, because there's probably on any given weekend from starting probably 3 weeks ago through the end of September, there was probably 5 different car shows, gathering, meets, drive-ins, swap meet, however you want to look at it, every Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
Now, did you know on the 17th of May at the Home Depot right here in the Frontier Village Shopping Center, they're going to have a car show?
Really?
Yes. I don't have the details yet. I was talking to San Martin from Thumb Butte Car Wash and Detail. He clued me in that Home Depot is going to be doing a food drive car show on the 17th of May. I don't know the details, but I will have them on our Facebook page. Now, do you know how to get to our Facebook page, David? Do you remember?
Do I remember?
I know
now,
you
Mr.
don't...
Mike, now this is for the audience to know. I'm a pretty techno-savvy guy. I don't do any Facebook. He knows this, actually.
I know. If it's something important on Facebook, I have to relay it to you. But our Facebook page is facebook.com/allaboutcarsradio.
Uh-huh.
And you punch that in, and it'll take you right to our Facebook page. If you like us and follow us, you'll get all the updates, giveaways from our sponsors. You never know when you'll get a surprise post from Scott. And,
Yeah. This is Scott. If it doesn't have spell check, Scott doesn't mess with computers either.
So how come you aren't telling the people about the Mustang Project Cruise today?
Oh, I was going to talk about that too. That I did know about.
You see, that's a big deal.
Because I didn't want to steal Scott's thunder.
Well, Scott can tell us.
That's all I had.
That's all you got. That's the only thing.
It's up at In-N-Out Burger.
You're right. One of the most awesome places to eat. They're not paying me for that. It's just true.
Yeah, just love it anyway.
David's an interesting fellow with In-N-Out, though. He's one of the few people I know that absolutely wants his In-N-Out burgers without
onions.
There you go.
So you don't do the animal style then, no?
No, I love onions, but not on an In-N-Out burger. First time I ever had one with an onion, I couldn't stand it. I wondered, what the hell do people think of these things? Then somebody said, well, don't have the onions on it. And ever since, I think it's the best damn hamburger stand I've ever been to.
See, and for me, it's all about a mustard fried burger, both kinds of onions. I do not get it animal style because I just don't like all the extra sauce, but I really, really enjoy it mustard fried with all the
messy.
It is so good though, so good.
So
now I'm hungry.
So In-N-Out should be a sponsor
time?
here, but the time for this is 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Yep.
And everybody in Prescott knows that the In-N-Out is at what? Highway 69, Walmart. It's up there, right across from Lamb's, which you might have noticed is under construction.
Lamb is under construction.
Yeah,
Eh,
they've leased it.
They've leased it.
No, they fleeced it.
Oh, they fleeced it.
Yeah, the little Lambs get you a new facelift.
Oh, I see.
No, actually, they're facelifting the building.
All right. Well, we still got a whole bunch of stuff to cover, and we haven't even scratched the surface, I don't feel like. I don't know how we're doing it this fast, but
It is a very fast hour of radio.
We're half through.
It's not very fast. It's the fastest.
The fastest.
There you go. And where are we?
We're at 100.9 FM and AM 1450 Fun Oldies.
All About Cars brought to you by ABC Motors Prescott.
But she walk a Thunderbird like she's standing still. She's boarded and relieved and she's stroked in board. She'll do 140 in the top end Ford. She's my little loose coupe. You don't know what I got.